everybody. Hello dear students. We have today the lesson model 12. Our text name A Weekend Away. Now we have a grammar material, future intentions. These are to be going to, hazırlaşmak, ders etmeye, to be going to, after it you use the verb, then want to, isterdim, istəyirəm, and I would like, isterdim. These phrases use the future intentions. Now here is in our book, which we have picture. Look at the picture, please. Look at these photos, in which we can see people who are at the wedding, who are at the hairdresser, who are at the swimming pool, who are at the dancing in a club, who are at the wedding. The people are at the wedding party. We are going for a walk, the parents with the son going for a walk, and etc. Now, in this grammar folks, to talk about the future intention, we often use to be going to. For example, I am going to have lunch with my grandparents. Are you going to watch a football match? And etc. We can use other verbs to talk about the future intentions too. For example, want to. We can also use the other future intentions. For example, I want to finish my work. I want to finish my work. Ben işimi qurtarmaq istəyirəm. But I would, isterdim. I would like to have a lunch. Mən istərdim qəlyanaltı edim, and etc. But to be going to, it means, it also future intention, it means hazırlaşmaq. For example, I am going to help my friends, and etc. Now, here is the exercise and here is the practice. We write these sentences using going to. For example, she is going to go for a walk with her baby. He is going to camp. They are going to go for a walk also. She is going to read a newspaper or a letter, and etc. Now we have here exercise number 3, in which we must complete the question with are, auxiliary verb are, do, and would. Here given an example. For example, are you going straight home after the lesson? If not, where are you going? Now, are you going to do any homework tonight? What are you going to do? Do you want? Here I use do because it's a general question. Do you want to watch TV this evening? Do you want to watch anything special? And etc. Now, on this page 106, here they're going out and staying in. Now, here there's some exercise here. For example, in this exercise, I never do this. Mən bunu heç vaxt etmərəm. I occasionally do it. Mən təsadüfən hərdən bir edərəm. I sometimes, bəzən edərəm. Quite often, tez edərəm. I usually, adətən edərəm. Always, həmişə edərəm, and etc. We must compare these answers in small groups. Then here's the exercise 4. Match the words, phrases. We must go together with the A and B and use the questionnaire and then check. So, for example, stay at home. we must say stay, for example, in a bed, do homework, housework, have a walk, have a lunch, go, for example, party, and etc. You must make. Now, how do you spend weekends? For example, I will ask you, how do you spend weekends? Do you work or study? Do you do housework or the shopping? Do you stay in a bed until lunchtime? We must put the questions. Then how often do you go to the gym or go swimming? How often do you go for a walk? How do you often play football or another game, and etc. Now, here we have exercise number 2. We must write the numbers with the missing lines in the gaps. And we must read and translate these sentences. Then we must put it into the gap. For example, it is your birthday next Saturday, isn't it? Geçen şənbə sənin ad günüdür, elə deyilmi? Yeah, but I don't really know what I want to do. Bəli, ancaq bilmirəm neynim. Maybe I stay at home, have a quiet night in. Ola bilsin ki, evdə bəlkə qalım, sakitcə bir gecə keçirim. Don't be silly, you can't do that. Axmaq olma, bunu etmə. I know, mən bilirəm. We must put here the phrase number 5. I translate and then put this phrase here. For example, why don't we shall all go out for a meal somewhere? Nə üçün hamımız bir yerdə harasa yemək üçün getmək? Sən, mən, Martin, Ben and some of the others maybe. Ola bilsin bəziləri, başqaları da. Oh, that's okay, that sounds more fun. Bu çox yaxşı səslənir, oldu. And then we put here the phrase for sentence 4. Where shall we go? Hara gedək? There's the brackets, but we always go there. I will translate and know that which sentences we must put here. Don't be worried. Then exercise 1, we must put the words in the correct order to make suggestion and offers. For example, how about a coffee? Then, shall I take your jacket? This is a general question. Shall we ask for the bill? I'll take you home, and etc. Then, now here the plan a weekend away. Preparation, reading and listening. Here are the some words. Magnificent cathedral, cəhcəlallı qəsr, beautiful views, gözəl görünüşlər, cliffs and beaches, qayalıqlar və çimərliklər, traditional live music, ənənəvi canlı musiqi, a lake with an island, adanın gölləri, a castle, qala, sailing, yelkən, B&B's, this is about the hotels breakfast time, a golf course, golf kursu, and lively bar, şən bar or canlı bar, we must translate. Now here are the texts which we must read and translate. I want to read and translate to you. One of them is the Isle of Wight. Isle of Wight. Wight is the name of the isle, yani adanın adıdır. Just 2.5 hours journey from London, the Isle of Wight is perfect for a weekend break with its 308 square kilometers of farmland, cliffs and beaches. 2 və yaxud da 2 saat yarımına Londondan ora səyahətdir bu adaya, White adasına. Və həftə sonu ən mükəmməldir. Və buraya 380 kilometr uzunluğunda biz fermanı, qayalıqları və çimərlikləri görə bilərik. You can stay in a B&B at Freshwater Bay and go for a long walks along the cliff passes and beaches. Siz orada Freshwater Bay körfəzində qala bilərsiniz, uzun səyahətə gedə bilərsiniz, piyada gəzə bilərsiniz, qayalıqlı cığırlarla və çimərliklərlə. O, hire a bicycle və ya velosiped kirayə götürə bilərsiniz. Ride around the island, adanın ətrafında gəzə bilərsiniz. Stopping at a Crashbrook Castle with its magnificent views over the island. Və siz dayana bilərsiniz Crashbrook qəsrində özünün cəhcəlallı görünüşü ilə ada boyu. If you want something more exciting, try a one-day paragliding cruise or go sailing of the Isle of Wight is a paradise for sailors. Əgər siz istəyirsiniz bir gün daha həyəcanlandırıcı bir şeylə rastlaşasınız, bu zaman siz paraşütdən tullanma və yaxud da yelkənli qayıqla ada boyu gəzə bilərsiniz, hansı ki bu matroslar üçün cənnətdir. For children, there's a steam railway which starts from right on the north coast. Uşaqlar üçün burada paraxod var, yəni steam uşaqlar buxar deməkdir, railway də dəmir yolu, yəni buxarla işləyən paraxod var, hansı ki o sizi şimal sahilə aparır. In the evenings, you can relax after a good day's walking in one of the many excellent fish restaurants. Axşamlar siz uzun səyahət gəzdikdən sonra istirahət edə bilərsiniz. Çoxlu, gözəl, əla bir balıq restoranında. Now, here we have also useful language. Which are where are we to go? I really like to go to. Mən həqiqətən istərdim gedim. It's a long way. Bu uzun yoldur. Not far, too far. Çox uzun deyil. It takes about 2 hours to get there. Ora getmək üçün 2 saat vaxt lazımdır təxminən. How travel? Necə səyahət edirsiniz? We can fly. Biz uça bilərik. What time shall we leave? Saat neçədə tərk edəcəyik? What time do we want to get home? Biz evə nə vaxt çatmaq istəyirik? And etc. I'd like to, istərdim, let's with museum, gəlin muzeyə səyahət edək. Where to stay, harda qalaq? Where shall we stay, harda qalaq? I'll book it, B&B, mən onu kirayə etmişəm, B&B və s. Now, this is our textbook, and now I take your exercise copybook module about the 12 in this 12. Now, future plans, going to. We must use going to and put these words from the books. And I shall write here, for example, she's going to have a baby. He's going to buy a newspaper. They are going to play tennis phone. The bus is going to stop, and etc. Now, here also question, put the questions and you will write the answers. Be attentive which auxiliary verbs use here. For example, we put question with the auxiliary verb is, we must answer is. If we use are, we must answer are. If we use do, we must answer the do, and etc. Then here the exercise number 4 we must put the words in the correct order to make the sentences. For example, would you like something to ring? I make a word order. Then there is a word in the box. We must correct category. Look at the page 106 student's book, and we must do it, please. Then exercise here also, exercise number 9, we must complete the sentences with the prepositions in or to, at. For example, we must use the at before the word as a weekend. After the verb go, we use the preposition to here, and etc. Then in this exercise about at the beach, we must label the picture with the words in the box. We must look at the picture, please, be attentive, and we must take the words and write in where necessary. Now, this exercise is about the weather. We must read the sentences and describe the weather. The weather given in this text. Read this text, translate, then done this exercise. Now, we must improve our writing also. Write a paragraph about the place using some of phrases in the box. For example, in the north, in the south, in the west. It is one of the oldest, most beautiful towns. It's a large number of the best of which has for children there is, and etc. Now, we have finished our lesson. Be attentive, be safe and sound. See you soon, my dear students.